Okay, so we're gonna make yogurt. We have a Instapot. We have a almost a gallon of milk. Somebody got into it. So we're gonna use this. We are just going to pour it into the Instapot. Pretty simple. If you do not have an Instapot and you like yogurt, it's really a must. It is so simple. I used to put mine, boil it in a pot, and I'd wrap it in a blanket, and it was kind of a hit and miss as to whether or not I would get a set or not, but with this, it's amazing. Okay, so pour it in, put the lid on. You're going to select yogurt, and then we're going to adjust to boil, and that's it. Walk away. And I also, at this time, I like to put out my starter. So this could be your last batch, or this could be just a starter yogurt. It doesn't have to say starter. It's just a yogurt that is plain, that has real live bacilli in it. And there's some good ones out there. Nancy's makes a good one. But check the label and just make sure you're getting one that isn't pasteurized. It doesn't make any sense, but it's pasteurized pre-making the yogurt like we're doing right now. We just want to kill off everything, so this is the only thing that will set. We'll be back. It's going to take about 20 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, so it's done boiling, and we are going to turn it off and wait. It's about an hour and a half for it to cool down. You can take the lid off if you want. I'd make sure you don't have any fruit flies or anything. If you have bananas, you probably have fruit flies, so I would leave the lid on it, and we'll be back. Okay, next step, we are going to take some of this already cooked milk, and I just need about that much. I would use a ladle, but I can't find it. And so that's the skin that is going to now go onto the countertop. But this, we're gonna let this cool down because it's still at 147. We're gonna let this cool down, and then we're gonna put the starter in it just to make it mix better, and we'll be back. Okay, we are right where we want to be. We got it at 118. So I am going to put the starter in, and hopefully not a big plop because I made a mess last time. So there we go. I really did kind of go overkill on the starter. You could do half of this, a half a cup of your yogurt and half a cup of the already pasteurized milk. Once it cools down enough, you can mix it together and make this. It's just easier to incorporate into the milk. So we're just going to mix this up. See, it goes in nice. There we go. Take the thermometer out and get the lid on our Instapot. And then we are going to select yogurt and adjust. I'm going to go 24. So I have to go to work, and I can stop it earlier if I want. It should set after about 6 hours. So we'll be back. Okay, so we've had it in here for 20 hours and 9 minutes. And here is the moment of truth. Do we have yogurt? It sure looks like it. Nice and set. And let me get a little scoop here. All I have is a fork, but that's okay. There we go. So we are going to put this in the fridge, and we'll be back. Okay, so we're back. It has chilled, And it looks like we got a really good set. But now the next step is to strain it. If you want a really good Greek yogurt, you strain off the whey. The whey is that liquid part that separates when it ferments. And this is going to be great. So I am just going to continue doing that and I'll be back. Okay, so I filled it up. I rigged up this little container here. So basically what we have is a bag, a drawstring bag. It could be a fine mesh. I can't find mine. I just moved and I'm still having trouble finding all my kitchen stuff. So this will strain. You can strain up to 24 hours. Just depends on how thick you want it. I like mine thick. I am going to go, yeah, this is going to be 24 hours here. And we'll just put it in the fridge and let her rip and check on it and drain it off. And you can throw it away. You can keep it for another project. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so we're back after a 24-hour strain. Now again, you don't have to do this. A lot of companies that make yogurt, they just add powdered milk to it to thicken it. Of course, they get a lot more volume with it that way. I prefer to get rid of the whey. I think it's just a healthier version. Now we can take this. Normally I would just put this into a container, but since I am working with one hand, I am going to go this route. And we are going to flip this over and see what we have here. I think we have beautiful yogurt. I like this new bag. You can use just about anything. The bags are the best, so you can twist them, you know, get a little squeeze on them. But there is that beautiful Greek yogurt. Yummy, yummy. And you'll have to watch for my next post. I am going to do a fermented berry to put on these. I like to have it with pepitos or pumpkin seeds and honey and my fermented ginger. So that's it. Yogurt, Greek style, the best yogurt you will ever have. You will not be able to go back to store-bought yogurt, I promise. Yes, there is nothing better than the Instantpot currently to make yogurt. I have made it many times and I've had trouble with it setting. I've had towels around it. I've put it in the oven with the oven light going and didn't set. With the Instantpot, I am 100%. I have never lost a batch. And I have probably made, I don't know, maybe 20 batches in there. I make a batch every week, and it's just an amazing piece of equipment. It's a crock pot, it's a pressure cooker, it's a fermenter, it's a rice cooker. You can saute in it. I made potatoes in it the other day. Anyway, the Instantpot is the bomb. Get one.